And just like that, Thursday is upon us. I hope everyone had an awesome Thursday afternoon, morning, and start of the evening. I had a pretty damn busy but productive and good day, I think. Hope you're ready. We got some cool charts to dive into. I want to smack the whole market in the face with some analysis here. It's good to see you all. I'm Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, Keith the Simp, just regular Keith. I can't stand Keith. Oh my God, I hate Keith. It's all good. I don't hate you. I love you. And thank you for being here. Let's get some crypto after dark going. It says crypto before dark, but it's crypto after dark. Let me get the moonshine. Let's go. All right. So if you haven't done so, jump over there and hit like. It's free. They don't cost anything around here. Likes cost $0 of the dollars. Neither do subscriptions or notifications. They're free dollars. Free. Right? So why not go over there and hit the button? It doesn't cost anything. I've got a whole list of stuff I want to do tonight. I think it's important to talk about the very obvious bear flag that's forming right here. However, I think it goes a little deeper than that. And we got many coins we can look at. As a matter of fact, let me get my list out here that I want to look at first, right? And maybe if you're paying attention, you'll get a precursor to what I'm looking at and thinking about doing. Plus, also we like to do on Thursdays is look at what everybody wants to see, right? And I have many folders over here I'm looking through, so give me a minute. I got a whole bunch of damn legal pads where I write stuff on because I'm an unorganized attention deficit order mess. Attention deficit disorder mess. Whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, that's me. All right, so I got some cool shit out here laid out. Let's rock and roll. Let's go say hey to everybody first. I see some people on here new that are from Twitter. I see some people on here new that are from Telegram. Don't be afraid to come over here and talk it up, chat it up, ask questions, dude. One of the fundamental principles of learning is asking questions, all right? Being engaged. One thing anyone will tell you who teaches or does any kind of consulting work, if you just sit there and talk to logs, they never talk back, all right? So you need feedback. You need understanding of what the other person is saying. This helps everyone learn a little bit more, okay? It helps everyone be a little bit more involved. Here's the game I want to play tonight. Every time I say the word interesting, this one not counting, right? I get a mulligan. Once this screen flips, and we go back to the charts. Once I say the word interesting, I got a drink. We did this last bull market with Doge, right? If I said Doge, I had to drink. And then we did XRP. So if I said XRP, I had to drink. And what happened was I would get super plastered on live streams, but it was some of the best trades I ever made, believe it or not. So what I want to do is every time I say the word interesting, I'm going to take a shot of the moonshine here. And if I get tore up and drink it all, I drink it all. And here's how much I have left just so you understand, right? I got about a little over 1 pint left, right? That's a lot of moonshine. This is 120 proof. Don't fuck with it, all right? It's pretty hot. So it's not like death hot. It's not 180, but it's pretty damn hot. All right? So let's rock and roll. Bear flag first, but let me go say hey to everyone. And who do we have online? Caller on the line. What's up, Ray TA? Good to see you, brother. Ray TA does amazing stuff over in the Discord. He has a Python script that basically gives you all the longs and all the shorts at any given time. He posts them in the Discord for everyone who's a member to see. It's part of the Discord. It's free for a month. It's free. If you use 786unlimited.com, go click on it. There's a launch pass link. There's a Discord. There's everything there you need. Jump in there for free for a month. If you don't like it, you can walk away without paying $1. You realize how hard it is to give away free stuff? It's amazingly hard to get people to take free stuff. Yes, I cut my hair way down. I'm going bald, everybody. I'm almost 40. All right, get with it. Signor, good to see you, brother. Ever4, what's up, brother? Another guy that's heavy on the Pine script and heavy on the coding. Extremely smart people on our Discord. Don't fuck with us. All right. Vincent, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Adam Man. Jag. Andrew, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Frumpo, what's up, my guy? Nothing to see here. Corey, what's up, brother? From the West Coast, from the upper Northwest Coast. Didn't mean to dox you, but hey, Ron McDonald, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Lunatic Profit. Wow. Let's go. That was corny as shit, but I did it anyway. JD Crypto, Ignacio Cervantes. Timeless Travel. Good to see you, ma'am. How are you? Hit that thumbs up. I was on my way in. As everybody, hope you have a Thursday. Exactly. Me too. Come on, guys. 30 people. We should have 30 likes. That we do. 39 people on, 31 likes, right? I never really expect many people to come on here. We go back later and look at these later on, and you'll say, oh my God, I should have been listening. And that's the way it happens every time, right? So it's all good. Shep Stacks, good to see you, my friend. Big Tex, wow, working on the cars in the shop. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Ronan, watching you work on shit kind of has me wanting to go work on my car, right? But I don't have anywhere to work on it. That's the problem. So I'm working on that also. I just don't want to spend the money because I'm a tightwad. Scott Hoyman, good to see you. Frank, what's up, my guy? What's up, Frank? One of the admins. Dogs and friends, let's get it. Love these streams. What's up, brother? Good to see you talking for the first time. That's awesome. Come on here and talk every time. Don't be afraid. I'm just an idiot, all right? Educated dummy. Not so dumb. Good to see you, Dreamer. All right, let's dive in now. Said hey to everybody. Bear flags. I kind of explained what a bear flag was with the thumbnail. Very simple, all right? When you have this price action that rises up and doesn't break key levels, it's a bear flag. It's very simple. It's a fall with a short-term rise, and I'll draw it out here for you so it's easy to see. This is Bitcoin on a daily chart. I'm going to pull up the CME chart, and I'll erase everything here so it's nice and clean. Okay? No other drawings on the chart. It's in log mode. No nothing here, just straight up candles. Bear flags work as such. You have a fall. Here is the fall. That was very difficult, wasn't it? That's the first part. You have a fall of some kind that breaks support and falls below it. That's the key level that people miss. Did we break resistance? Well, yes, we did. Right there was resistance, and we fell under it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, the next part requires some up. What kind of up? Well, you want to see some buyers come in, but in order for this to actually be a bear flag, it can't break that resistance. It's got to stay under it. If it does break it, well, it's just a retrace that's going to make a breakout. We haven't had that happen yet, have we? No. Again, resistance. We are very much under it. No bueno. So we have that ingredient to make a bear flag. Next, we had a bit of a wedge right here, and it broke up. Cool. Good stuff. That was a short-term up, which gives us a little bit more buy pressure and a little bit more moving up here. Enough? We'll see. Next, we get our retrace up. Nice. Is it following a trend line? That would be even better for a bear flag. In fact, it is following a bit of a trend line here. I don't think you can argue with the fact that that's following a bit of a short-term uptrend. Yeah? Perfect. When does the bear flag stop? And when does the up continue? That's the key here that a lot of people are missing, all right? We have so many downtrends, it's not even funny. One little bit of up, and everybody starts freaking out, right? Important to note here, we haven't broken any downtrends at all, short-term or long-term, short of this one little one right here, okay? Back up for a second. It's very simple here. You have a trend line, blocking path to progress. That's one. Back up a little farther. If you want to draw it this way, doesn't matter. Same conclusion, path blocked to progress. That's fine. You don't like that one. Here's another one back here. Perhaps this one's more your cup of tea. Path blocked to progress. Don't like that one? Perhaps another one. Let's back up here. Hey, look, path blocked to progress. You haven't broken one significant downtrend line yet. What does this tell us? This tells us very simply, the bears are stronger than the bulls. Every time the bulls come in and try to do something, the bears who were sitting back, drinking their moonshine, their margaritas, they want no part of this. They just took their profits and had a drink. Went on a nice vacation, yeah? Went on a nice drive. Sorry, we have broken support. Keith acknowledging hairline capitulation. That was pretty good, sir. I will admit. On that one, good jokes. That gets a drink. Ooh, ha ha. Wake up, everybody. Holy shit. Whew, I'm going to be sweating in a minute. Damn, that's hot. Whew. Breathe some fire, folks. All right. Hey, good to see you, Oculus Vision. Miss Kelly Slade, how you doing, ma'am? Good to see you, Nate S. What's up? All right. What would change my opinion? One trend line, just one trend line breaking would be good progress. Haven't had that happen yet. So once I see one trend line break, I can reevaluate. If that trend line breaks, what else is probably going to happen? At the same time, you're likely to see the same thing I talked about with resistance. You're likely to see that resistance line break if that happens. Hasn't even made a step forward in that direction yet. So you're really going to sit here and assume. You're really going to sit here and assume that this is bullish. It's done nothing important, nothing fabulous. You had a 50 basis point bump up from the Fed. Should have really helped, right? That's less than 75, right? Didn't matter. What the Fed said was, yeah, 50 basis points, but that's just going to last a while. 50 and then 50 and then 50 and then 50 and then 50. Yeah. And that's good? No, that's not good. Every single basis point rate hike puts us a little closer to a recession. Please tell me how that's good for any asset known to man. It's not. It's not. In fact, it's terrible. So, would you rather be in a recession? I don't want to be in a fucking recession. In my opinion, if you just leave stuff alone, the market will correct itself. I know you don't want to do that because you fucked with it to begin with. And now that you've done that, you've created a conundrum. And now this conundrum needs more fuckery to fix itself. And that never goes anywhere good. It never goes anywhere good. Quantitative easing should have never happened. Then you wouldn't need quantitative tightening, which is the printing of money and removing of money. In case you guys didn't know what that meant, all right? In my opinion, most things in the world will simply correct themselves if you just back up. Just back up and move away. And I think that's what would have happened here if the Fed had done that. But of course, we don't have people with common sense. That's too much to ask. Too much to ask of people to have common sense. So, what do I need to see to this improve? That was a really, really horrible daily candle that this thing threw after yesterday's live stream. We did a live stream at 2 p.m. We do that every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Now, I may or may not be doing them for the holidays, right? Got family, got a lot of people here, a lot of kids and shit. So probably won't be doing that. Probably put the moonshine up and stuff and keep this door locked because there's a shit ton of liquor over here off the camera. You guys just can't see it. Try to keep the kids away from that. So that was a terrible candle. This showed tons of sell pressure. And if you don't know what sell pressure is, when you have a wick on the top of a candle that is longer than the body of the candle, that's sell pressure. Vice versa. If the wick is longer than the body of the candle on the bottom, well, that's buy pressure, and you tend to get some up afterwards. Well, hey, guess what? Look how ugly that sell pressure was. 30 times the size of the body of that candle. Not great. It's a lot of sell pressure, okay? And that was after the bullish news. Not great. In fact, this move right here was the CPI data the day before. The bullish CPI data that said our inflation's only 7%. It's supposed to be 2%. Yeah. In the South, we like to say that's a long row to hoe. You sure you want to hoe that row? I don't. So you got a really nice rejection and a really, really nice evening star pattern here where you got a very ugly doji, a very ugly, not doji, a very, what's a doji candle, but a very ugly gravestone doji candle at the top of a run at resistance. This is trademark evening star or hanging man. Okay, what the hell you want to call it? None of that sounds good, does it? What do shooting stars do, everybody? Shooting stars fall to the earth. What is this doing? Look like it's going up. I mean, maybe short term. But I don't even think this is going to last. I think you got a couple more days of this bullshit, and it's going to reverse. And I do think there could be some more up here short term as well. I've said this before, but I don't really think we dug into resistance very well. All right, I'll draw the resistance line here for you again, the way I kind of see it, right? It won't be perfect to you, and that's all right. I don't need it to be perfect to you. I just want to get close. Close enough for government work is something that I say all the time, and that is about as accurate of a statement as I could ever say. Close enough for government work, okay? We didn't really dig into this resistance, okay? Now, we dug into support back here. Yeah, back here. We started digging into this support over here, which shows you it wants to push through and try, right? Now, it got rejected, like it's doing right now. It rejected. That's cool. That rejection right there shows us it didn't like digging through the support. And the way we know it's reversed is if it breaks the resistance after it dug into support. Never did that. It's stuck in between the two. In fact, I'll mark out that support level for you as well, right? It's about right there. So you've got these two levels that the price is hung up in between. This gives us what we call a price range or consolidation range. We currently have upward price action happening. In order for this to continue, this needs to push through this resistance line, or at least try to push through it. It hasn't even got to it yet. All it did was kiss the bottom of the box that I drew. It really didn't push into this line at all. You're just pushing into the wicks right now. These wicks right here, that's all we did was just kind of give them a little smoochy smooch on the cheeks. That's not good enough. We need to really dig into this resistance line and start pushing it and pushing the boundaries here and seeing what the bulls have. If the bulls have enough energy to push through this line and get us over here into this vicinity, excellent. This is a much more favorable position. Now, I know you would think, why would you want to buy higher? Well, because the risk to buy at this point is still extreme. The risk to buy here is much lower. All right. The risk to buy here is much lower because now you are over support. And even though the price is higher, it's less risky to buy over support than it is to buy under resistance. There's more risk involved. A massive majority of what we do is risk management. It's not trying to find the right price. That's not the point of technical analysis. The point of technical analysis, let me be very clear here. All right, let me turn this off right there. The point of technical analysis is not to find the perfect price. That's not the point of what we're doing. Technical analysis is risk reduction. We very simply find a point on a chart, analyze data, and come up with the next point. That's it. Now, that happens to be associated with a price. Whatever that price is, I don't care. A lot of times, I don't even discuss what the number of that price is because that's happenstance and it doesn't matter to me. What I more so care about is the level of the chart. A technical analysis helps us find that level, whatever that level is, whether that level is up or down or sideways, like we are kind of at the moment. We're kind of going up, but it's more sideways than up if you think about it. So technical analysis is not price prediction. It is not price guessing. It is none of that. It is using math and data that we have to come up with a better answer. Simple, flat, easy answer. Anyone who says that price prediction and guessing the bottom and guessing the top, that's not what we do. That's a happenstance. It's a derivative of what we do, but that's not the point of what we do. We're finding the best position on the chart to buy and sell. That's it. All right? I can't say that enough. Now, I recorded that little tidbit right there, because I might put that on Twitter to try to explain to people, because I can't tell you how many people say, well, if technical analysis is right, how come you're not a millionaire? Well, first of all, secondly, I was almost a millionaire last time, and I won't have that happen to me the second time. The next time I will be a millionaire. So I'm going to look at you and I'm going to show you my wallet address and say, I am a millionaire. How about that? How's that feel? Cash me outside. How about that? Right? Okay. So let's move along. That's just Bitcoin. Got a ton of assets I want to talk about. Let's scroll through them here. I'm going to jump to the S&P 500. All right. We do every single week on Monday, we do a Monday weekly roundup. And what is that? That's where we go over on the Discord in a subscriber chat, right? On a video and voice chat. And we hop on there and we talk about charts before the market ever opens for traditional equities and bonds and stocks, right? Commodities. They're not open yet. They don't open until 9:30. So we get in there an hour beforehand and talk about the market, what might happen. And there's a couple reasons I do that. Number one, it's because I don't know what's already happening. It's pre-market. I can't see anything yet. And it completely wipes away any guesswork. You're looking at anything that could happen and finding the best possible source, the best possible answer for what you got. Bar none, not after the fact, not hindsight analysis. We're doing it beforehand. Do this for a reason, all right? I want to see it play out and kind of compare accuracy, yeah? This thing opened up at $410 on Monday, right? Which was a massive jump in price. And I'll kind of show you here on the, let's do 4 hour. Oh, no, 4 hour doesn't even show it. 1 hour? Kinda. It's actually bigger than that. 15 minute? Ah, that's better. 15 minute right here. Whoop, didn't mean to draw, my bad. All right, here's the 15-minute chart on the S&P 500. This is that jump. Now, this wasn't what I expected, but it shows what can happen here. This thing jumped all the way up over the trend line that we had drawn. I'm going to zoom back out in a minute so you can see it. It jumped over the trend line, over all the indicators. All of them just went whoop, real quick. Market opened. All of it pulled back. Just one step at a time, down and down and down and down. All the way back to close that gap that it made. You could see it kind of coming, right? You could see it kind of coming. Now I'll zoom back out so you can see it again. What I'm talking about. Damn it, I keep drawing, my fault. I haven't said the I word either. I've been careful not to say the I word. Yeah. So after that happened, I was able to grab that. I saw this short-term trend that was going up and up and up here. Thought it may bounce off that trend, and it did, right? Smacked the trend line, failure, and rejection. And now we've fallen under this trend line as well, which just so happens to line up with the Fibonacci retracement trend line that's built into the Fibonacci tool that I've been trying to use more and trying to kind of back test a little bit more, because I don't want to make a video about it until I've got it back tested all the way. And I find what data I like or don't like, and then I can give an honest answer, right? Seems to be working so far. This thing closed under the 236, opening up this next level. This next level is 236 to 382. The price of about 385 looks to be a solid number. There's a CME gap. I say a CME gap, but you can just say regular gap for equities that goes all the way down to $381 right here at the bottom of this red box that I have drawn. Yeah. See, there's a gap right there where it jumped. Okay. We know that about equities and stocks and commodities. They often go to a 618 retrace. That's a reciprocal of 1.618, which is the golden ratio, which is our take profit lines for Fibonacci retracement. That's way down there, by the way. There's 1618. I don't think we go there. So 1.618, not our goal. 618 is our goal. This is the golden pocket, the golden ratio. Somewhere in this area between 618 and 71, I expect this retrace to finish out. That just so happens to be where support is. Right in here, there's some support. A little bit higher, there's some support too, right there at the 50 fib. May hesitate and take a little bit to do that. But I think by the end of the year, that happens, right? We only got a couple weeks left here before the end of the year. We start a new year. We have quad witching happen at one time. New year, new month, new week, new quarter, all at once, coming up in just about 2 weeks. Shit's going to get gnarly again, okay? Don't say we didn't tell you so. Shit's going to get gnarly. It's going to get very volatile. You've seen volatility kind of pick up in the last couple of weeks here, right as we got toward the end of the year. It's almost like people are just waiting to see what happens. What's going to happen? The longer we sit under resistance, the farther the risk increases, all right? We're still getting hammered by this downtrend, all right? I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong here, blah, blah, blah. People tell me I'm wrong all the time. I'm used to it. It's fine. I'm wrong so much that I make money and do this for a living, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I have good support down here in a couple different areas. Now, I already hit one of them and threw a wick. That's why I pulled the fibs the way I did right here. That wick came down here and hit this support zone here at about 351. There's better support down here at about 338, right? This is the peak right before COVID happened, right? Right before the COVID ball, the COVID crash, which happened to just be a high time frame correction, right? Sucked, but it was a high time frame correction. Did a 1618. Right? If you don't believe me what I'm saying here, I'll just show you. All right, we'll pull this, do this. I didn't quite do a 1618, did about a 1272. Whatever. If it depends on where we pull from too. If I pull back from the recent swing low, it's a little bit more accurate. Did a 2 fib. Ooh, look at that. And the farther back we go, the more I could show you. Not the point. Not the point. Bitcoin did a 1618. We watched that shit happen. So anyway, I got the same thing happening here. Nothing's changed. This flips over and rolls over. It's in between the 1 fib and the 1272, which pretty darn similarly mimics this, but on a smaller scale. All right. I don't see any global pandemics happening, and we could be pushing toward the edge of a recession. But rich people are still going to look to invest. That's the way it works. All right. And they're going to look for the best possible investments they can get. One of them I've been watching really closely is Tesla. I marked out this support right here at about 150. She's digging in now. It dug into support today, bounced off of that red line that I drew almost perfectly right into my box. Let's go. I was hoping for that. Now, there may be some more downside here. We don't have a trend break. As you see, that blue line has not broken, not even close, right? So not until that breaks is the down over, right? It hasn't happened yet. In fact, it could just go bump that line again and fail some more, right? So we don't need to enter until we get a break. That confirmation is important. But we could dig in a little farther here. There's a gap right here. See that? All the way down to 135. Could go all the way down to 135 and really dig into support here. We're starting to see how good the foundation is behind all these guys' money. A lot of long squeezes happening right now, okay? A lot of longs are getting pinched. We're going to see how long they can last. Retail doesn't have the nuts to do this, so it's nothing to do with retail. A heavy majority of everything that you see on charts are bot trades. Nothing that you can control or stop or change. Just got to roll with it, okay? I wanted to show you those because I was kind of been watching these, just kind of get a feeling what's going on. Someone asked me today what the profit earning ratio was on there. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm doing the chart. The chart will tell me what that ratio is, good or bad, before it ever happens, okay? We already know what's going to happen before it happens. That's why we chart. Let me go. It's 11:30. It's already 30 minutes. This shit blows by, right? Go see if you guys got any questions real quick. Let's see. All right. Peanut butter whiskey here. Ooh, screwball. Chest hair incoming, bro. Let's get the chest hair out a little bit, shall we? Let the hamburger meat hang out a little bit. I don't really have a bunch of chest hair, dude. Blind squirrel, the headache maker. Common sense isn't common knowledge. Very, very good point, Big Dex. I've been in eBay since 2002. Whoo, Kelly Slade makes some money on eBay. Facebook. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I don't even advertise or do anything on Facebook really because it doesn't work. People don't listen to anything we say, even though you think that they should because they're just smarter. They don't care. Signs point to yes. They're stupid. I hear they just sold 3.6 billion Tesla. Yeah, that was an order that was put in a while back, and I think it just finally got filled. I think it's been happening in stages, right? It's a bunch of sell-off to happen in order to pay for things. And when you're a billionaire, you want more billions to spend, right? Well, you don't have any money until it's actually in your pocket. Something that a lot of people don't understand about rich people is they don't have all that cash. It's not in cash. Most of the time what they have is assets, money not spent, money in investments. Famously, when David Tepper bought the Carolina Panthers, he was said to be worth $15 billion, right? He didn't have $15 billion cash. What did he do? Well, he liquidated some assets, and then he paid cash money. He didn't have the cash up front. That's because rich people don't have cash laying around. That's taxable, right? Well, why would you just want to pay taxes all the time? They're not going to do that. They're going to play it smart, not pay taxes all the time, and keep their money in assets, bonds, stocks, equities, commodities, whatever they can. Let's stash their money for the best time that they can, and then they'll pull it out when they need to, right? So use your brain and be smart about this stuff. They're smart. Be smart like them. Think like retail. Don't act like retail. I just sold a purse for $760. I paid $2 for that shit. Yo, Kelly Slade out here doing business deals. Whoo! I would never pay that for a purse. I buy bags for the woman here all the time. Whatever, dude. How many bags do you need? Every time she says, "Ooh, that's cute." My God, you've got 30 of them. How many more bags do you need, bro? I don't even have but one. It's a laptop bag, and it's like $20 on Amazon. All right, so let's go through some assets here. I want to go through some shitters. I've been watching them pretty closely. Algorand is getting blasted, like click, click, boom, blasted. Getting closer and closer to the box that I thought it may fall to. Excellent. Now, I put out a lot of coins in the last few videos. I'm not certain on where the bottom is on these things, okay? They're essentially me trying to find support before it ever gets there. I think the upper tier assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, they're going to show us where the bottom is. And I just don't think we found it just yet. I'm happy to say when I think we have, just haven't just yet. So when that happens, I will gladly put out an update video talking about every coin I've mentioned on my videos, about the next bull run coins, about where I think the bottom is. And I'll also tell everybody everything that I bought, especially over in the Discord. I'll put it there first, and I'll tell everybody everything I bought at the same time, right? I'll tell you my position size and everything. And then from there, I'm going to trade them actively. Most of them I'm going to trade actively. I'm going to buy them and sell them as I need to. If I see them go up, I'll buy them. If I see them go down, I sell them. That's the way it works. That's the way we make the most money possible. And before you ask me about taxes, yes, you have to pay taxes. Who fucking cares if you win the lottery and you have to pay taxes? I won the lottery. I don't care how much taxes there is. I won the lottery. So what? Okay? But on the bottoms, I'm happy to tell you exactly where they are. And I just don't know exactly yet because the bottom hasn't come in. And I have an estimate of where I think it'll be, but there's no sense in trying to pull the magic 8 ball out and be cute. Algorand's getting blasted by sell pressure. RSI still not oversold. MACD could go way farther down. We could see this thing get absolutely hammered here in the next couple weeks. Or it could turn around. I go with the former. Everybody's favorite Ripple coin. Old Ripple coin. I've been charting this one on the low time frames because there were scalps to be had here and we were looking for the best possible spots. Didn't quite get up to that resistance level that I thought it would. The longer it stays under this white line right here, the worse it is. You see that right there, folks? That's resistance. The longer we stay under this, the better this head and shoulders looks. And the worse this is going to be for everybody. All right? Break this line right here. Boy, hell. I'll see you later. All right? Doesn't take a math genius to see that. I don't need a PhD to understand what down means. All right? All right, next. ADA. Still getting blasted, never broken trend. I think there's a lot of gains to be had here on ADA. And the lower this gets, the more enticing it is to me. I plan on buying this. This is one of my top coins that I want to buy. I think there's good money to be made, especially if it reverses back up. I mean, I like it to at least $1. At least. That's an easy money call to me there. And that's 200-something%. That's more than that. That's like 800%, some bullshit like that. Let's see. If it were go today and go to $1, that's 270%. I think it goes farther than that. We come down here to this level. You're at 400%. If we happen to come down to this lower level where the actual strong support is here for this, and it really, really sells off hard, dude, you're looking at a 6 to 7 to 8x. I'm here for it. I don't think that happens in 2023. I think that happens in 2024. I think 2023 will be our precursor. We get a short-term run up. And if we come down here and tag these boxes, we get a short-term run up back to the 382 or the 50 fib, and we start rolling over and playing back down until 2024, at which point we'll make an uptrend, and then we'll have our bull market, okay? But not until then. One step at a time. You must crawl before you walk. Do not get cute and think that you're buying the bottom every time you push the button. Not how it works. You don't have the money to move it. You can't make it happen. Okay? Cool. On to the next. XLM. I'm just going down my list of coins that I have over here. And I don't really show you guys, but I have all these lists over here, right? I just keep them pulled off to the side because it takes up screen room. And I don't want to use screen room. And I also have other lists, right? This is just my monthly coin list that I just go through all the time. XLM's getting hammered here. Broke the trend, still pointing down. Could this form a double bottom and go up? Sure, it could. Prove it. Lot of sell pressure happening right now, yeah. Red box seems to be a given here. As you see, depending on where I pull this fib from, it could be the 786 here. And if I start from here in September 2020, it could be there. It's tough to call this, and I'm not exactly positive on which one's which. So I got two different boxes drawn, the red box and the green box. One of these is going to happen here. And when they happen, this will be the moment when I pounce. Happy to tell you when I do. CRV, tons of gains here to be made, I think. a lot of money in CRV and a lot of money to be made on the backside. As you see, it's a massive falling wedge. Massive falling wedge. I don't think this goes too much farther down past our former low wick right here, right? I mean, it could go farther than that wick. This doesn't make a ton of sense for it too, because that's already like 30-40% down, right? Let's pull that right there. 35% down back to that low again. Kind of makes sense that it doesn't go much farther than that, right? Okay, that's what my thinking there is. Me and this coin have a history. I plan to change that history for the better. I plan to eat this bitch alive. All right. I think there's a lot of money to be made back here. 382, 50, 76. Don't give a shit. I'm going to eat this one alive, and I'm going to make a lot of money on it. And I'll be able to put this one in my notch in my belt, because this is one of the ones that got me during the bull market, right? I want to remedy that, and it's not a revenge trade. I'm not buying yet. I'm waiting for the bottom. Plus, I think there's really, really good gains to be had here, especially if it comes all the way down to where I think it will, right? The 50 fib, 386, 300%, 290, 200%, just back to the 382. That's pretty damn good. And that's a likely possibility, right? Let me pull this down a bit here. 786, you're at 10x. 10x. Yes, please. Thank you. May I have another? I'm here for all of it. I really want to double my money before 2024. That's kind of a goal I have, a pseudo goal. Double my money pre-2024. If I can do that, I think I'm going to be pretty well off, and I can make the higher end of my long-term goals here, which is to break that $1 million barrier or more, right? I got big plans, man. I got a bunch of kids that need to go to college, right? I got a life to handle over here. I'm a dad first, family first, all right? My little nest over here has to be taken care of. And I plan to take care of it as such. Let's have a drink on that shit, right? Have a drink to family, all right? To, things don't always, here you go. Here's the moment to talk to everyone. Did I say it? Shit, that's 2 drinks. Ugh. Anyway, things don't always work out with the way family should, right? Those of you who know me personally know I don't really talk to my family. It's been a wild ride, so I don't really talk to them. It's just kind of me over here floating around by myself. I'm kind of the black sheep. Whether I made myself that or not, I'm just the black sheep. That's just the way it is. I don't fit in. So I've kind of just created my own, right? I just kind of created my own little thing over here. So I want to take care of the one I've got. I want to make it better than what I grew up with, right? Every day, I want to make it a little bit better than what I had. So drink to family. Whether your family is mixed, messed, jacked, or great. Whatever. Family. Oh my God, I'm going to make it, I promise, but holy crap. Whew. I didn't actually say it, did I? Or are you just trying to get me to say it? Bunch of jerks. It was a Chanel bag. Keith, could you take a look at the Weekly Matic? Absolutely, I can take a look at Weekly Matic. Let's look at it now. God dang it. Man, it's going to be a long day tomorrow. I got shit to do too. Whew. All right, so yeah, weekly, I would agree. We have some action here that is not favorable. All right, let's get a little closer. You guys don't remember that commercial from the 90s, but used to be some shit back. They had little jingles for commercials. Left shoulder, head. Are we forming the right shoulder? Well, we've still got this uptrend going right here, so we haven't failed yet. You can see that uptrend right there, right? Let's see if it holds first. I need to see this break. If this breaks, oh, yes, sir. She's 10, 10, 10 gone. All right. 100% chance that happens if it breaks that trend. And that 236 level right there, whether that's correct or not, whether that's just a smudge off or not, doesn't matter. I think that 236 level right there is kind of the neckline for the head and shoulders. And you could draw it a little better, right? You could say that that's it. But either way, right in that general area is the neckline. That fails. We're heading to 382 again, which is the previous low, which is also kind of what I expect for Binance Coin and kind of what I expect for Matic and Quant and Morpheus Network and some other ones, right? calling it like I see it here. Calling it like I see it here. I don't want to miss on this because this is one of my top 5 that I think a lot of gains are available in, and I want to hit this one hard. So I'm trying to be super accurate with it. Like I said, it looks very similar to Binance Coin. We'll look at Binance Coin because it looks, like I said, it's almost identical. There's only a few that have this look, right? It's a little worse off than Matic, but it's similar in the fashion. It's got that head and shoulders here. It broke the previous trend. You cannot deny that. Broke that downtrend that many didn't. Bitcoin, Ethereum, none of them made this move, right? This is a very violent and upward move. This is the bulls taking back some control here after all of that down, right? Now, they still haven't broken key levels, right? You got a key level right here that needed to break. Didn't break, just wicked and failed. Again, bit of a bear flag on a massive scale, right? So, similar situation where we are stuck here. Does this fail? Does it not fail? It kind of looked like it wants to fail to me. That white line doing what it's doing right now is no bueno. See that? I drew that a couple streams ago, maybe last stream, I don't remember. But that white line failing right there, breaking resistance, not good. That really needs to stay above it. And it's starting to close and hold under here, where right here, when it got under, it immediately jumped back over. It kind of rejected going under that line and staying there. It's not doing it now. It's kind of hanging out underneath. The longer this happens, the worse off it could be, right? I think that's fairly obvious to see. Someone asked me earlier, with Bitcoin doing what it's doing right now, it's moving and alts aren't, right? Bitcoin went up 4, 5, 6%, and altcoins went like 1 or 2%. And usually when Bitcoin moves, they move violently with it in more higher percentages, and they didn't happen. So people ask me, well, is that not what you want? Is that not what you want to see for a bull market? Bitcoin went up and up and up and up and nothing moved. It took a while for that transition to happen from Bitcoin to Ethereum to altcoins. Now, there were a few altcoins that moved, but really not many, right? Not many did that. So what's going to happen there? Well, the difference is we're not above any trend lines this time. We're not in the middle of a bull market. We didn't just have a halvening. Halvening isn't for another year and a half. It's going to be a minute, okay? So what are we going to do for that next year and a half? Well, I think we do get some up in there. I think that's still fully possible. I think we see some moves to the upside, all right? I think they'll be short term. I don't think they'll be heavy moves. Some of them will be, but for the most part, they won't be. That'll push us through to the summer, right? And then that summer, we're going to get some peaks. When we get some peaks, it starts to roll back over and fail. We'll be selling. I'll hopefully have double the money that I have now. I hope. If I can get double the money I have now, man, that's going to kick ass and take names. I really hope that happens for me. I don't plan on it. 50% more would be great. But 100%, oh my God, if I could double my money, I may even do more than that, realistically speaking. So if I can turn my money into 3 times as much, Jesus Christ, that's more money than I can actually fathom to be able to use, which kind of scares me. So one step at a time, right? Let's see. I was the black sheep too. The ones left, I'm making a point to be close to them, right? So there's a couple of us. There's me and Jeremy. You see here talking. He's a little bit closer with the rest of the family than I am. He kind of talks to my mom more than I do, which is rarely as also. It's hard to explain, man. You would think that I'm from a dysfunctional family. As long as I'm dysfunctional, I fit in. It's not that way, man. I don't know. I don't like drama, and I don't do the pity me shit, and I don't want all the attention. Like, I know you guys see me on YouTube, and you think, yeah, he does. He wants attention. I could do without YouTube. I'm going to be straight with you. This makes zero money. YouTube makes zero money for me. Like, I think I might have made $3 this year on YouTube. Right? I don't mind showing you Google Trends and showing you that, right? This is about helping people the best I can. I do this. YouTube's free. Come on here and watch for free, right? You don't want to be in a paid group? Don't be in a paid group. This is free. Cool. So, and I even give the paid group away for a month. It was for free for 2 months, right? For 2 months, November and December. I think we had 45 signups. Come on, right? I mean, I tried to give it away for free. It's wild. So I think that's what they call perceived value. Either way, I could do it out of the attention. Is what it is, though, right? It's part of life. You just got to grow up and deal with it. Grab a stick, pull it out. Thanks for the checkup. Yeah, you're welcome. Binance restricting withdrawals might do it for BNB. We'll see, because they're going to turn them back on at some point if that happens, right? And honestly, I'm not on Binance. I can't get on Binance. I'm in the US, so I use other platforms anyway. I'll take it off my list if I have to and use that money somewhere else, because I have other assets that I want to buy. I'm not going to lie. There's some on this list that I got coming out soon that I don't have the money to buy. I don't want to take money out of some and put it in here. So what I'm going to probably do is use profits to buy some of these. I got plans. That's just part of it, right? That's going to be really, really tempting not to do too. I got my money I'm saving. I'm trying to use that savings money and not touch it. That's going to be tough. Sarcasm sniper rifle. Can you do plug? I can look for it. How about that? It's not on here. It's going to be somewhere else. If it's on Deck Screener, man, that's something I don't want to dabble with, because I'm probably going to stay off of Deck Screener for everything this bull market. I don't want anything to do with this shit, dude. It's so sketch. There's so many scams, dude. Like, they're one on top of the next. And the more money we give to these scammers, the better they get at scamming. I really don't want to be a part of that shit. You know what I mean? I believe this was a node protocol, wasn't it? Probably was. Yeah, it looks like it broke trend right here, which is cool. It's done pretty darn well for itself. How far is this up? Yeah, it's up 450%. I bet people are loving that shit over there. But this trend line never back tested. It will come back and back test. I don't exactly know when. It's doing pretty well for itself right now, but kind of slowed up. I expect the back test of this trend line. How about 0022? I expect that at some point. 0022. Doing well for itself now, though. I believe that uptrend's failing. No, it's still going. It's still going. I'm wrong. There you go. It's still going. Hanging on there. Hanging on. Living on a prayer. A lot like some of these other assets, like Bitcoin right now. Living on a prayer. UEC. He said TA evangelist. It's funny because I'm from the South. I'll take it. I won't even complain. Not going to say the E word. Not going to do it. I'll drink on my own terms. Thank you very much. Boy, this one's getting hammered, isn't it? Uranium energy. This is one of the ones the guy from the former Telegram group used to talk about all the time, was these uranium stocks. Oh, man, we're going to make a ton of money on them, and they really haven't done anything. And it was all based on profit-earning ratios and fundamental analysis. And it did do a 1618, but hey, it stopped. And now it's starting to roll over and play dead a little bit on the higher time frames. Still moving up, but that uptrend has failed. So be very careful here. Don't step out of bounds. That failed, and now it's rolling over. I expect more down here. And honestly, this thing could roll all the way back down to $1 and see the energy sector get hammered. Just saying. It's in trading view. Plug. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I just did Deck Screener or whatever. It's fine. Plug LOL. First one is free. CHC Chili's. Yeah, I got you. CHC. Cool. All right. So I had a trade going on this one. Inverse head and shoulders failed, didn't it? Look at that thing. That's a classic inverse head and shoulders failure. Look at that. Everybody, you think I'm never wrong? Wrong. Right there you go. I saw inverse head and shoulders, and I thought this may play out. And I don't remember the exact terminology I used. It was probably on a live stream, but the neckline never got tested again. It failed this shoulder, and this is how you know when one fails. All right, I'm going to flip this upside down. If this were upside down and this were a bull market, this head and shoulders is exactly what's happening on XRP right now. Yeah. The difference here is this shoulder right here, instead of it rolling over and falling down and finishing off this shoulder and testing the trend line, it didn't do that. It broke that level right there of the shoulder, peak of the shoulder, whatever, last couple candles closed, whatever. It broke the peak of that shoulder and moved up more. This is a discontinued pattern, and off she goes. I can give you a good example of that on Bitcoin during the bull market. Right, here we go. Let's scroll back in time for a moment, back to 2020. And I think in the summer, might not have been, it might have been the fall. Yeah, it was the end of the summer, right here. Classic case, of the same thing happening. You had a bit of a triple top form right here, and you think, oh God, this is a head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, right shoulder starts forming, and it breaks, and off it goes. It never got to test that trend line. It broke north and got above the shoulder, and off she went. It was a slanted head and shoulders to begin with, which should have been a clue that that was going to fail and keep going. A lot like you just saw me invert that shoulder. A slanted, inverted head and shoulders like that tends to fail. If it's slanted up, it's different. It tends to break north. We saw that with VET on the last bull run. We had a slanted upward head and shoulders, and it played out excellently. This was on an uptrend, by the way. She was off to the races at this point already. She was singing a different tune. I'm not that one. That one kind of doesn't count. We'll pull by a trend line from way back. Yeah, that'll kind of work. There you go. You kind of see that we had a trend line going. She broke, she retested, and off she went. And from this point, we had an uptrend, and it never stopped. Oops, shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. It never stopped. It went up and up and up and up. And we even had sharper ones in here, right? Really, really sharp uptrends. And this is the really defining factor in a mega bear run, like a bull run like this. The defining factor is how sharp these moves are. Look how sharp that is. That's intense. Very sharp and intense move. Someone just texted me. It's got to be Nick or Jeremy. What? Oh, no, never mind. That was me getting money airdropped to me. Let's go. Not going to complain about that shit at all. There was a very intense move right here on the way up, and it finally failed right about here. Back tested and failed one more time. After that, we got one more little move up, end of bull market. Realistically speaking, there was a few months here for you to be in this. A few months only. 196 days. So 6 months. 6 months out of all of this, plus this move up right here. All right? 9 months out of a year and a half that you could have been trading and making good money on longs. Anything else after that was kind of a sucker play. Expect similar action on the next bull run. Large amounts of bear market with a short bull market. That's just the way it works, folks. And I wish it was different, but it's not. Uranium did well for me, but just one bought low for 2020. Right, gotcha. To be fair, I still had to wait a year, right? That MoneyGram, whenever they first did the XRP thing, yeah, MoneyGram did pretty well at first, and then it started tailing off, and now it's done really, really well again. Drink for the money drop. Baller, yes, sir. Let's do it. Damn. Let me chase that with some water. Son of a bitch. Oh. Whoo. And listen, I'm a Southern boy, and that's rough. Ugh. Damn it. Whew. Got me sweating in this bitch. Oh. I love live streams and drinking. It's so much fun. Any of you guys have ever hung out with me in real life know how this is just exactly the same way I am in real life. So whatever. Anonymity says, I caught a live stream. That gets cheers, brother. All right. Couple more. To clip that. Somebody will clip it. China Matt will probably make a gif out of it. That guy. All right. Some ones that people talk about. Quant. People talk about this one all the time like it's the next greatest thing since sliced bread. A lot of similar action here, just like Matic. Damn, now I'm burping up moonshine. Jesus Christ, y'all. Trying to kill me on here. Drink for the money drop. Damn, dude, that hurt. All right. Similar action where it's got a head and shoulders playing out under resistance. I don't like it. That looks rough. That yellow line right there, 141. That looks rough. It's resistance. It's failing it. Not good. I see a head and shoulders. How do we nullify this head and shoulders? By breaking above this shoulder right here. Hasn't done so yet. It continues to fail. If this rolls over and tests this trend line right here, because this could get gnarly real quick. Okay? I don't want to see that happen. And in fact, a double bottom there wouldn't be out of the question, nor would a 618 or a 786 retrace be. Let's pull the retracement and see. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is giving us till, it looks like the end of the year. By the end of the year, this move will likely be complete. whether it's down or up, I don't care what it is, the move will likely be complete. And I bet you that's the bottom for quant. Now, I don't know that for sure, but some local areas to check. $95, $70, $58. Those three levels right there are more consistent with the end of the year than 150 is. That's just the way I got it. I do have this on one of my lists. It is not me going all in on it because I'm a fan of nothing. I'm a fan of none of these assets. Not a single one of them do I go, oh my God, I got to have it. That's not the way I do it. It's all based on technical analysis, not fundamental analysis, not developers. And I actually had a really awesome talk with someone today. I still can't do it. I still can't do it. And I hope that we had a pretty productive conversation and some of what I told, some of what I said kind of gets taken into heed. I can't guarantee that. But I mean, you know, it's not my money at the end of the day, right? So talked about some interesting stuff. Maybe I gave away more than I should have said, and that's okay, whatever. On to the next. On to the next. Damn, that moonshine burned. God almighty, y'all. Now, this one looks a little worse than the others. You didn't really get that head and shoulders. You just got a straight up rollover right here. And you failed this trend line. You see that? That trend line was riding high, and then it failed. No bueno. Let's pull the fib on it and see how far it's already gone, how much farther it can go. All right, you're playing around with 382 right now. That's not likely to last. We know about crypto that 382 is not a very, very strong level. In fact, it's sometimes oblivious to these levels. 50 makes more sense, but the trend line's running right here through 618. I like 79 cents better than I like 96 cents. If it fails any more past that and gets up under this trend line, 786 becomes a possibility. Man, if it can't get back over this trend line, this thing could chop sideways for a long time. And this move could have been its summer move, right? Because some of these are going to go earlier. And a good example here of what I'm talking about on the summer move, I'll pull back and do the entire chart here. I don't know this is the entire Morpheus network chart. Let me look. I'll use CoinTrader here. Morpheus network. It wasn't. There's way more data here. You see that? All right, cool. So the last bull run, it did the same thing here. Kind of faded and then peaked out. So it's probably not. I bet you the same price action's happening again. See right here where you had this big fall. All right. Then you had a move up. Then you had a move up. Then you went down and sideways. Now we're going to go down and sideways. We might get some more wicks in here. I don't know. Then you're going to get that summer peak. See that July, August area right there? That's July, August. Right there. March, April, May, June, July, August. Somewhere around in there. Give us a peak. That might go to 786. It might not, but it did this last time too. And then it got gnarly. It really struggled the second time around. The second pace was really hard for it. All right. It kind of came down and played out real rough. And then that last fall really took the life out of it right here. See that? Very similar fractal there. Very similar looks. And I'm all the way into 2024, so I don't think it takes that long. I think it'll be shorter than that. Let me move this drawing out a little bit here. Someone's going to remember this and they're going to follow it. And it's going to be wrong. But I'm just trying to give an idea here. Then after that, we're going to have halvening. After that halvening comes, that's what, roughly the end of that's March, right? That makes sense. I'm close. After that, we get our run up, get back to a similar level right here, just like we did in the summer. I think the second half, 2023, is going to be rough on Morpheus Network. I think the same thing is going to be said for Binance Coin, Matic, and others that all look the same way. So, what did Rugna say? Liver nodes, never forget. Bro, listen. Don't think I forgot about liver nodes, Rug, because right now my liver's fucking feeling it. How far down do we get? We got not quite, dude. I'm fucking trashed here. There we go. A little bit under a pint, so we knocked off about a quarter of a pint. Not bad. Not bad work for an hour. Thank you all for coming. It's been an hour. That's awesome time for me. I really enjoyed this live stream. It was fun and loose. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. No, I'm not buying a Trump NFT, but that's funny that you said so. Thank you all for coming. Honestly, bottom of my heart, thank you everyone for being here. It's super awesome to me that everyone even bothers showing up and watching. 50 people, 10 people, 20 people. I don't care, man. I really don't. Those of you who are smart enough to come in here and watch are going to reap the benefits hardcore. Those of you that are dumb enough to bury your head in the sand, I'll try to help you later. I can't help you right now. Thank you all for coming one last time. If you could have been anywhere in the world, the late, great, notorious B.I.G. said it. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate the hell out of that. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Tuesday, I hope. I might be back in town by then. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. Sky's the limit. Be good. Peace.